Hi, it's Michael Senoff with Michael Senoff's HardToFindSeminars.com. The title of this interview is called How to Combine Audio Interviews with the HMA Marketing Consulting System for Twice the Possibilities. As host of CNN's radio's Careers from the Kitchen Table show, Raven has more than 100 audio interviews sitting on her home computer, but she hasn't really done anything with them yet. So she's interested in repurposing those to make money, but she's also interested in becoming a marketing consultant with the HMA system, provided it's a career she can do from the comfort of her kitchen table. So in this audio consultation, you'll hear us go over how Raven can make the most of audios she already has, how she can easily do all of her consulting from home, and how she can use her love of interviewing as a customized step in her HMA system. You'll also learn ways Raven can use her radio show to get HMA clients and other alternatives to cold calling. You'll learn niches Raven can go after. She's heard manufacturing is hot right now, but she doesn't think that niche is for her. You'll hear why she should never charge for an opportunity analysis and what projects you will be charging for. You'll learn the fastest way to get to the $500,000 mark and other shortcuts to success. You'll learn how everyone has a success story to share, what Raven's is, and how she can use it in her marketing. You'll learn ideas for targeting offline businesses that will take a standard 2x3 printed ad and turn it into an hour-long audio infomercial. Raven loves doing interviews, and she makes good money on them right now, but she's also an ambitious businesswoman who keeps her mind open for new and different ideas. By combining audio information products with the HMA system, she's opened up a lot of interesting possibilities, and in this audio, you'll hear all about them.
Okay, so here's the thing. You know, I love to do like what you do, which is interviewing.
Can I ask you a question?
Uh-huh.
How many interviews do you have sitting on your computer that you've done and edited?
I know over 100.
100?
Maybe more.
What are they doing for you right now?
I think maybe one of them I've actually used in creating a product. The rest of them, I haven't done anything yet with them, but remember, I don't know if I ever told you this, for my shows, I charge them a fee to be interviewed on my show.
What do you charge?
$497, and it comes with a 20-minute interview and 2 commercials.
Are all your interviews only 20 minutes?
Not for the experts, featured guests, and people like yourself. Then, of course, they don't pay anything, number one. And I go for as long as they are willing to talk, like you. If they say they can only give me 10 minutes, I want the 10 minutes. And then there's been cases like Lisa Nichols, we're going to do an hour, and the connection was so good, she gave me another hour, so I have a 2-hour audio with her.
Good. You told me you did, what's the guy's name, the talk show host guy?
Montel Williams.
So what big names? You know, if you were going to brag about yourself and you say, I've interviewed this guy, just like I do, so tell me some names.
I've interviewed Montel Williams, I've interviewed Fran Drescher, the nanny.
Yeah.
I've also interviewed Jane Kennedy, Bernadette Stanis, as far as actresses and stuff, and the late Nicole Brown sister producer, Denise Brown, spoke on abuse. So those are some of the people on the Women Power. Montel, we did a week where we honored the Men of Power, and that's how he was on the show. But up until that point, I had never interviewed any guy. So those are some of the, I guess, celebrity women. Lindsay Wagner, remember her from Businesswoman?
Oh, wow.
Victoria Rao from The Young and the Restless. I interviewed Ray Charles' daughter, Sheila Ray Charles. Got a dynamite voice. On the business side, I've interviewed Mark Victor Hansen, Les Brown, Jack Canfield, Dr. Joe Vitale, John Ashraf, Wally Amos, J.D. Hill, the grandson of Napoleon Hill, executive director of the Napoleon Hill Foundation. Allie Brown, David Preston, love his workshop stuff. Mark Victor Hansen's was an hour combined. I think Jack Canfield was an hour. Most of the other ones were like about 20, 25 minutes because I charged a fee for people to come behind them. And so I split my hour with 25 minutes with the...
But those men interviews were mostly an hour, or more than 20 minutes.
The women interviews are.
What about the men ones, like the ones you mentioned, the Men of Power?
Jack Canfield, he's an hour. And also Montel Williams is an hour.
What about Asheroff?
They were on the business show. I think John Ashraf was an hour.
Okay, but that business show was a 20-minute format?
Mm-hmm.
Was a radio station running this show?
Yeah, Careers from the Kitchen Table.
Okay, so you had to submit them to the radio.
I interviewed them over the phone, pre-recorded them.
So a lot of those you did for the show, and you have the rights to all those?
Oh, yeah, the show didn't.
All right, and they're sitting on your computer doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
All All right, just curious.
Well, you know, I'm pulling out some excerpts of those people that I named, and I'm going to put them in this 2010 home-based business directory that I'm providing.
Those were some of the more notable names, but you have maybe another 60 or 70 on all kinds of stuff, like what?
Like I have my mentoring from MLM Diva show. That's for women in network marketing, direct sales. So there's about 50 interviews. And then I have on Women Power 100 alone on there, some in archives. And that's just motivation, inspiration, and because that show's all about women over 40 going for their dreams and visions.
And was that a 20-minute show?
Most of those interviews are hours.
Are all your interviews all edited?
Yeah, I edit all my stuff.
And so depending on what show you did it for, you've got commercials for that actual show.
Yeah, that's all I got to do is take those out.
And so you did a bunch of Women Power, a lot of real good, memorable interviews you did?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so look, you're sitting on some great, great stuff.
No, so it's time to do something with them. Kind of like you, I've given away a lot of stuff for free for years, so now I'm getting into the repurposing. Listening to your audio marketing course has made me want to truly repurpose. When I started listening to that, that's when I decided, okay, I'm going to do that 2010 home business directory. And my thought there is I'm going to pull out excerpts of the different people like yourself and different people that I interviewed, put a few of their pictures on the cover, and then what I did is I opened it up for 547 for home-based businesses that wanted to promote their business in the book, and they'll get 2 pages back and front as well as some other things.
On all the interviews you did, do you have written descriptions for them, kind of like on mine?
No, I didn't. I don't even have transcripts for most of them. But I have gotten a team of people together back in December that's going to be doing my transcripts. They're going in to transcribe some of those. So they're going to pull out some excerpts from the ones that I'm going to include in the directory. The whole interview, you know, that'll be 22 pages per each one. That'll be way bigger than I want it to be. So I'm just going to pull out the meat of each interview.
I don't know. I'd do the whole transcript.
Do the whole transcript?
Yeah, why not?
That's going to be a big book, Michael.
You know, you could have the descriptions in the book and then have a link to the transcripts online as a PDF, so you can connect them from the book to online. You know, if you get the book out and then to capture an email or a name and bring them from the book online, so just do it digitally.
Okay.
I mean, it's an idea. It's going to take just as much work for you to go through or pay someone to go through the whole thing and pull out just the good parts, because it's like you're editing the whole thing again. And some people like to listen and read at the same time. Really what you have is the audio, and then your transcripts are the transcripts of audio. You know, you've edited it. It's already pretty clean, you know.
Right.
That's my opinion.
I think you're right.
It's a time thing.
Yes, once it's transcribed, there's so many different things I can do with that transcript. It would definitely be worth it. So, yeah, thank you. That's the thought. I might as well go ahead and do that. I wish I had done the show notes and all that stuff. I never did that. My problem being, and one thing that I've learned from listening to your audio, is me trying to do everything. I've been a one-man show for about 3 years, and now, you know, I'm realizing, well, number one, I'm getting very tired, and I don't want it to kill my passion because I'm just getting so overwhelmed and tired, because like you, I absolutely love interviewing. So now I see, okay, I've got to have a team of people. So what I've put together is listening to your audios. I went on and went to, I think it's Best, and found about 5 people that's going to start doing some calling on different projects. Some will sell my kitchen table radio home study course. Some will help me get advertisers and sponsors. So, you know, I'm on CNN radio now, and I'm also on another station up north. So I got to get my advertisers and sponsors for that. And then some of them, I'm going to have them marketing the HMA program.
That's smart. There's no way you could do it all. No way.
And I'm paying them commission. So I'm looking for people to do straight commission so you can make more money that way. Pay between $100 to $500 depending on what project they're going after.
All right. You'll probably go through a few people, but once you find someone who's willing to work and hustle, they'll make it happen, and they'll like the money, and they'll stay with you.
And then I'll offer them a position where they can pretty much lead the sales team and get an override off everybody's sales.
Well, I like that. It's a good idea.
And I've got it set up on bonus scale, so like if they get 3 sales in a week, that's an extra $150 or whatever.
Hi, it's Michael Senoff with HardToFindSeminars.com. Thanks for watching this video. You know, many of my interviews last 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour, sometimes even up to 2.5 hours long. They're actual mini seminars, and you've just listened to a short sample of just one of over 117 hours of exciting, hard-hitting, mind-blowing interviews on how to make money in direct mail, advertising, copywriting. I assure you, there is not a resource anywhere anywhere on the internet or on the planet that comes close to the free information I provide at hardtofindseminars.com. So go right now to hardtofindseminars.com and you'll have free access to 117 hours of audio interviews with typed word-for-word downloadable transcripts and downloadable MP3 files. Please browse some more of the videos or go right directly to hardtofindseminars.com. Thanks for watching.